Hi Sleevers, this is Keisha, the Goodbye Girl, VSG, coming in at week 27 for my update in Los Angeles, California. I started my journey with a vertical sleeve gastrectomy at the weight of 292 pounds in Monterey, California. That was August 29th, 2016 with Dr. Chang. So at the beginning of my journey, I was 292 pounds. Today is 6 months and 8 days after my surgery, and I've lost 67 pounds so far. I weighed in today at 226, and that is like 1 pound away from a big goal of mine, which was to get to 225, where I haven't been in over like 5 or 6 years. And my next goal is going to be to get to Wonderland in the next 3 months. So for those of you that watch my videos regularly, you'll know that I have stalled a couple times for some long periods of time. So guys, thanks for bearing with me. I am losing again. I'm not making videos every single week, so I'll go back to the week of February 20th, I lost 3 pounds. The week of February 27th, I lost 3 pounds. And this last week, I lost 2 pounds. So, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, for the weight loss, and that I'm seeing some results again, because I was really starting to question my existence and, you know, what was wrong with me, and, you know, just all those things we do to ourselves about losing weight. But I was evaluating some things that I have been doing wrong, and to cut myself a little bit of slack, I have been moving, making some big life changes, job hunting, you know, gosh, all this stuff is pretty stressful. And, you know, for those of you who have ever been pregnant or bought a house or gotten married, I mean, those things are all big ones too. You know, going to college or graduating from college, starting your job hunt, these are all like big life changes, and they're hard. So, am I a food addict? Yes. I am. And even though I have a sleeve, I don't want to say like I'm a total food addict, but I have a lot of that food addict left in me. And I have always had a hard physiology for losing weight. It was never easy for me to lose weight. I always had to exercise a lot, like at least an hour every day, 6 days a week, drinking water and cutting my calories way back to get any kind of results. But then as I got older and heavier and I didn't feel as well, food became more of a sense of comfort. Drinking was something I was more into, like drinking wine as I got into my 30s and 40s. You know, it just became harder and harder to lose weight, and it became more of a dependency, I guess. And certainly eating and food was my passion and my interest, my hobby. I loved cooking. I loved, you know, living in wine country and going out to restaurants, and, you know, I just love food in general. So that hasn't changed from having this sleeve. But for those of you who are thinking about having surgery and you may be watching this, I don't know if a lot of people watch that far ahead when they're thinking about having surgery, if you watch people that are 6 months out or not, or if you're, you know, more into watching people who are newly at it. But for me, I just want to say it's still the best thing that I ever did. All the red tape and all the frustration of trying to get approved for your surgery and all that, it is so hard, but it is so worth it. I mean, and you know, when you just look at that in the rearview mirror and you've got your sleeve and you're on your way, it is just, your life is just going to be so much better. And does it change you completely? Does it totally take away your food addiction? No, it doesn't. Does it mean you're always going to lose weight and that it's just so much easier? No, it doesn't. But I, for one, had a big problem. I was hungry all the time and thought about food all the time. And that was such a distraction and such a hindrance on my life, guys. I feel so much better. I mean, I literally really think about food kind of appropriately now. Like, you know, I think about food when I'm truly hungry. Sometimes I think about eating food like after dinner. I'll be like, oh, I think there's some licorice in the jar. Maybe I'll go have it. I mean, I still lust after food, and sometimes I just want to chew something. So I still have my issues, but I'm able to talk myself out of those things 90% of the time. I can look at a bite of food and be like, do I want to keep going? Okay, I'll have one more, but then I'm going to stop or whatever. I have so much more self-control, and I am not thinking about food all the time. I can think about so many other things. So it's worth it, guys. it is totally worth it. So here I am at 6 months out. My statement for this video is that even though I'm losing weight, I had the last 10 years become very barrel shaped. Everyone carries their weight differently. I think when I was younger, I used to carry it more like my butt and my stomach maybe, and my upper thighs a little bit, but I was never like pear-shaped or anything like that. I always tended to sort of gain a little bit all over, but definitely when I got into my 40s, I started getting a big neck and big upper arms, and definitely a lot of weight around my sternum and my rib cage. And so not that I had small thighs by any means, but I think if you looked at me, you would say that girl's got a big upper body and her legs are normal, or big, a little bit bigger, but I was definitely apple shaped, not pear shaped. So I struggle with that still. So even though I've lost a lot of weight, I feel like now that I'm losing weight again, sometimes as I'm going down, I'm thinking to myself like, I still feel really fat. And I've discovered, and also looking at my videos, I can see that I looked better 2 months ago in my face than I do now. So I noticed that for me personally, it's not just about losing weight. I can look and feel a lot slimmer and better about myself when I am not eating any sugar or carbs. So I have been losing weight. I have been eating 1,000 to 1,100 calories a day and getting it done. But do I look as good as I did like 6 weeks ago? In the face, in my skin quality, do I feel more bloated and fatter than I did 6 weeks ago? Yes, I do. And so I don't know if that's just a phenomenon, kind of like body dysmorphia, but I do feel like different when I eat carbs. I feel kind of bloaty and like jello-y and just gross. Like I don't feel as good. So I'm not just saying this for you guys, but for me, losing weight is as much about feeling good as it is looking good and as it is about results. So I'm getting results now, which is awesome, but I don't feel as good as I did when I was eating right. So that's my last, I think my last video was the 10 commandments of weight loss, and now my message is, 10 commandments, yes, but also losing weight is a marriage of balance and not just feeling good, but not just looking good, not just losing weight, but feeling good. And when all those things aren't in play, like when you're not moving enough, or when you're eating too many carbs, you're not drinking water or whatever. So for me, it's carbs make me super bloated and I look really puffy in my face and my neck looks bigger. So each of my videos, I look at them and I can look at the whole wall of my videos on my station and go, gosh, I don't look that different, and it's been 6 months. So, but I've lost 67 pounds, so I know I've lost weight, but it doesn't really show in my face and in my upper body as much as I see it in other people's faces and stuff in their videos. So that's my issue, and I got to work on that. But I did go clothes shopping for the first time, or almost the first time. I bought a pair of jeans, and I haven't worn jeans in like 7 years. I was able to shop in a normal size store, which is really great. I did used to shop in normal size stores, but I just never bought bottoms. So I would buy tops and stuff, but I actually bought, I think, a pair of jeans. One is a 16 and one is an 18, because they're a little bit different, but that's exciting. Am I excited about the sizes? Not really, because I think I was kind of wearing like maybe a 22 before, and that was like almost 70 pounds ago. I was only, like 2 or 3 sizes higher. I don't feel like, when I look at the clothes and stuff, I don't feel like I am making that big of progress or that it's showing that much. But, I guess it's really about my blood work and my health and stuff. And I will say that I'm definitely feel much better. And I still have back problems and some knee problems, but it's so much better than it was. So I'm going to keep going. I think when I get down below 200 for me, that's when I'm going to really start seeing it and feeling it. I can remember when I used to weigh like 175 and 180, I felt a lot differently than I do now, and I think I looked different. So I just might be at one of those weights where, it's coming off of some different places, and maybe the more weight I lose, it'll start coming down off my face. And I can't wait to get rid of more of my boobs. I don't know if you guys suffer with this, but I used to be like a B cup in high school, and I wouldn't say that necessarily when I'm in my bra, you'd say, oh, that girl has really big boobs. But I think I've got a lot of body fat in front of my boobs. So my boobs, I'm a 44. Bra size 44. I was a 44, and I still am. but I went down from a double D to a C cup, so that's great. My shoe size has gone down from a size 10 to a 9.5, so I'm losing some stuff. That's great, but boy, I can't wait to be like a size 38 bra size, and 38 C or B would be like freaking heaven for me. Can't wait for that. So I guess my next goal is to get down to Wonderland. So I'm giving myself 3 months, maybe 3.5 months. My birthday is at the end of July, so I absolutely positively have to be like below, you know, in like somewhere around like 195 or somewhere around there by my 52nd birthday. That's what I want to do. So that means, guys, that Keisha's got to stop drinking any alcohol. She's got to stop eating those carbs. I need to start asking my real friends to please stop offering me food when they have me over, just to say, please don't serve me anything but protein and vegetables, because if you ask me if I want some potatoes or rice, I want some effing rice. I want some potatoes. Yes, I do. And it's really hard for me to still say no, especially in a social situation. I want to be part of the gang. So, I'm going to start asking my friends to not tempt me, and I think they're supportive enough they're going to do that for me. And then I'm going to try not to put myself in a position of being in restaurants and things like that as much too. So also, I hope I get a job this week so I can start working, and hence getting a routine back and start working out again. So anyway, my video is getting really long. I'm going to cut it out now. I have a lot to be thankful for. And especially thankful for you guys. Thank you so much to my new subscribers. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for commenting. I always appreciate and love hearing from you. And your support means so much to me. And I hope that this video helps somebody out there. And I hope you are doing great in your journey. I wish you the best of luck. And I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.